Okay, to get to the snipping tool, you're going to go to the Start menu, and there are two ways you can get to it. If you leave your cursor in the Search Programs bar there, you can just start typing snipping, and if you just get snip, it's the one program that comes up. It's Snipping Tool, and you can just left click on that to open it up, and then whatever you select will then be captured as an image, as a picture. If you would like to navigate to it, it's under All Programs, and then it's under Accessories, and then you'll notice that it's right there. Okay. In addition to just being able to open it from this menu, if you want to add it to your Start menu or to your taskbar, if you right click on it, then you can, I'll go ahead and unpin it there so that we can then pin to taskbar. If you pin to Start menu, it'll be here in this whenever you first open it up. So I'm going to go ahead and pin to taskbar, and you'll notice that this came up right down here. And I have my taskbar set pretty small, so yours might appear a little bit larger, but it's just a pair of scissors. So I can be in anything, like I can be in a PDF of a calculator test, and then when I click on that, I can choose anything in this screen to select. And you can't scroll once it's here, so once you open it, you want to be sure you have your screen where you want to capture it. So if I want this image, I would select it, and then it has it as an image file. Now, you can paste that, it automatically copies it. So if I have a Word document open, I can go and just paste it, and the image will be pasted in exactly as it was. You can resize it. Okay. And if I want to go ahead and remove those numbers before I put it there, I can go to my pen. And whenever you first choose on the pen, your options are red, blue, or black. Or you can also have a custom pen. So what I've done, I go to Customize, and for the color, I set it to white, and I go ahead and put it as a thick pen point, or point pen, and the chisel tip. And so then whenever you go to this menu and choose Custom Pen, it will be your white pen. And it's a little bit difficult to kind of see where it is with this setup. But once you find it, then you can write over your numbers here. And then whenever you paste this into another document, those won't appear. So this is one way that you can change these geometry problems in order to be different for your own use. Make worksheets and new tests, things like that. Now, if I just go into a Word document and try to paste, it will paste what I have changed it to. Okay. And then to put in new numbers, you would just insert a text box, just a plain simple text box, and it's going to automatically give it a border and things like that. So let's say that I want it to be 24.2. Oh, it's not writing. There we go. And if you want it to be in the same font as the UIL test, then you have to change it to Verdana. And we'll just resize here. Now, it automatically on this one gave me a background that was filled in with white. If yours does not automatically have a background, it's underneath Format, and it's underneath Shape Fill. And I fill it with white so that whatever I put it in front of, it will cover it up. And you may or may not want that depending on what you're putting in front of. If you want to cover something else up, then you definitely want to use that. If you we're going to remove the outline, shape outline, the default it comes up with a black border, so I'm going to put, I want no outline. And if I have it like that and I try to put it here next to it, you'll notice I've covered up part of it. So I could either resize it, budge it over a little bit, but if I don't want that to happen, then instead of having white as my background, I could put no fill. And then I can put it as close to it or far away, and it's not going to cover up that line that's already there. One reason why it would be good to have to have that white background is if you don't remove the print, and this actually might be a little bit faster, if you don't remove the print in the snipping tool part, if you just select your picture, you have it, and you paste it into your Word document, then if you insert your text box and you put your number, and you can change the default to where it won't automatically put an outline. What I tend to do is, oh, we got to change the font. And this will eliminate having to change the font each time too. If you just, once you have one, just copy it and paste it. So, I'll make sure all the numbers show up there. So in this case, I left the white background on. The fill-in color is white, because if I put it too close, it's going to cover up that line. But if I put it in the right spot, I've covered up that 22 that's behind there, but I can still see the line of my shape. And I can just copy this and paste it. And now I can come over here and we'll change that. And then I can paste another one, and I'm just hitting Control V just to paste it quickly. And then you've got a whole new problem, and you might need to resize, play with it a little bit just to make sure it all fits in. If it doesn't look like it's just in the perfect spot, you'll have to adjust it just a little bit. But if you ever end up where you really do want it to be closer to it, you can always go in and just insert a line, and then you can draw a line there. Just make sure it's the same color, the same weight. And since you'll notice it's still kind of back behind that little box, if I bring it to the front, it should bring it up in front of that box. Yeah, it's still not the right thickness, so that's why it's not really showing up perfect. But you can play with it, you can get it what you want it to look like. And there we go.